Hello VC, this is Melvin Ramon. Let's talk about music. It has been far too long since I've made a video. Apologies for that if anybody out there is actually interested waiting on me to do it. I have just been obsessed with Star Wars for the last couple months with the movie and all that. That's taken up a lot of time, and holidays, blah blah blah. It's been a little busy, stressful, all that stuff, all that stuff. Anyway, thought I'd get back on it and talk about some talk about some music. I've got an idea for a video that'll probably happen in the next week or two, and I'm still getting together my best of 2019 and decade lists, and maybe I'll do a video around those. I don't know if I'll do a whole giant list thing. Haven't really decided. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'm always happy to talk about it. So the first thing I've been wanting to talk about is a record I actually got in a little while ago. This is Total Sound Group Direct Action Committee, Your Move. Total Sound Group Direct Action Committee is a project that involved Tim Kerr and Mike Carroll, who had been involved in a number of other bands, including Poison 13 and one of my personal favorites, the Lord High Fixers. Their album Is Your Club a Secret Weapon is one of my favorite records of the 90s. It was kind of a garage rock thing, but with kind of like a free jazz element and a little bit of a hip-hop influence. Kind of some unique stuff. Total Sound Group Direct Action Committee followed along similar lines. They made a record in the 90s that I have on CD I was interested in. At some point, I had heard that they made this album, which was... I didn't know it happened, so I found a company I found someone online that had it. Apparently it was from... Oh man, and I on camera and I'm totally spacing. I am so sorry. Especially to the people who did it. Anyway, ordered it. Turned out it was the last copy. A guy named Butch from the company sent it to me. Included in it was a 12-inch that, again, because I am on camera, I am totally going to space on. Probably should have thought to write this down. Sorry, man. But also a 7-inch from Georgianne Muldrow, who I'll talk about in a minute. It came in the mail. I was super excited, and unfortunately, it came looking like that. I had already known that it was the last copy, so I emailed the guy, said, hey, I'm not going to hit you up for a refund or anything. I know this is the post office's fault, not yours. This is what happened. Super thank you for the records that you did send, especially that Georgianne Muldrow. I'm a big fan. And he emailed me back saying, oh man, that's terrible. What I'm going to do is send you another copy from my personal collection. I have 3. It'll take some time, but I'll get it to you. So a little bit of time passed. It still hadn't come. I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then one day I kind of sent him an email. And didn't hear back, figured, he must have forgotten, and like I said, I hadn't really ever expected anything back. But then, not too long ago, well, it's a couple months ago now even, that it happened. He sent me another email, hey, sorry, I lost this, I had a kid, I was busy, and I myself am a parent, I understand. Hey, do you mind can I still send it to you, same address? I said yes, it came, and finally I did get the record, and this time, ta-da, it is in wonderful shape. It's in this crazy green splatter vinyl thing. Anyway, Butch is a hell of a guy in my opinion. Fantastic. So glad this was taken care of, and so glad to have this record. Great garage punk record. If you're interested in anything else, the Lord High Fixers. Where am I? Am I anywhere near? can even pull out. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, some other time I'll show that Lord High Fixer's record and talk about it. It's going to ramble on for too long anyway. Speaking of Georgia Ann Muldrow, this is a new project she's got out right now. This is Black Love and War from her album G&D with her husband Acclaim. This is a little bit hip-hop reunion, a little bit modern soul. She does kind of tend to record in a little bit of a lo-fi manner, does some jazz stuff. Fantastic artist. She's got a huge, deep discography, fantastic stuff, everything she does. This new record is no exception. I've only had it a few weeks here. I haven't decided, or a few days. I haven't really decided how much I like it, but it will probably feature on my best of the year list. And I mean, come on, that cover. See if we can make sure it's a good focus on it. Fantastic stuff. Really, really like this artist, and glad she's got something out. And I was glad that a 7-inch came with that other record I ordered out of nowhere. Another thing I have recently acquired. This is Massive Attack versus the Mad Professor. Massive Attack is a trip hop album, or trip hop artist from the 90s. They did, for their second album, Protection, they made a second version, remixed, dubbed by Mad Professor, a dub artist. That is, I think, one of the better things they did. This is recently released as part of the deluxe edition on CD and standing alone on vinyl of their album Mezzanine. This is dubs from that album. Really neat stuff. I like it a lot. If you're a trip hop fan, there's no need for... The Massive Attack is one of the biggest artists in that genre. There's no need for me to talk about it. You're probably aware of this. If not, oh, it does come on a color, which I know a lot of people around here like to see. Comes in that purple vinyl. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with this. Kind of had it built up in my mind, so I have to kind of give it some time to decide where I really feel about it. But I do like it quite a bit. Next up here, kind of shifting gears, the new album from Childbite, noise rock band from hereabouts, produced by Steve Albini. Childbite are local guys, friends of mine, great dudes. This is yet another fantastic record for them. Excited that they finally got to record with Steve Albini, who I know is a hero of theirs. Record sounds great. If you're a noise rock fan, it's good, hard-hitting, Jesus Lizardy with a little more maybe metal influence. It's hard to put them in a pigeonhole, but if you ever get a chance to catch them live, they do a fantastic job, and great guys. Speaking of metal stuff, I finally acquired a vinyl version. This is a repress of one of my favorites from high school, thrash metal album, Fabulous Disaster by Exodus. Classic Bay Area thrash. One of my favorites from the day. Apparently there's a reissue campaign. There's the first 3 or 4 albums have been done. This is thus far the only one I picked up. I have an original pressing of Bonded by Blood. I may very well order myself a copy of Blue Vinyl, by the way. I may very well order myself a copy of their second album to kind of fill it in. That one is not as well regarded as their first and third album, and I don't terribly disagree. We'll insert here with, just kind of the cover again, but I have always really enjoyed that cover image. I know a lot of people kind of think it's goofy, but that kind of goofy element of Bay Area thrash is one of the things that I love about it. These guys are, of course, most famous because they are the band that Kirk Hammett was in before Metallica. Kirk Hammett was in before he was in Metallica. And that's one of my favorites. Just one more to go this time. new album from Kim Gordon, solo album. In addition to watching a bunch of Star Wars, I've been reading her biography. If you're an indie rock fan at all, or even alternative rock fan, you probably don't need me to tell you much about Kim Gordon. This record is kind of surprisingly almost industrial, a little bit of electronic element. It's really, really good. Really well done. She's going to be a very divisive figure. A lot of people love her. A lot of people feel like she's the reason they don't like Sonic Youth. I don't understand that. I think she's fantastic. I think Sonic Youth is fantastic. Really enjoy that record. Anyway, yeah. This will be a quick one to get up here, kind of get the ball rolling again, see if I can get some other stuff out soon. Hey to all you guys. Shout outs to Vinyl in the Van and Tales from the Crate. Certainly, he's mentioned me in a number of videos, been very supportive. And all the others. As I'm spacing, and y'all deserve better than me kind of forgetting you while I'm on camera here. But lots of love. I get lots of love from the community. I love that. And we will see y'all soon. Keep on rocking in the free world, man.